It was around May 2015 when I got a call about a mangy puppy wandering around the streets in my neighborhood. I picked my camera and drove there. The woman who had seen him led me to him. He used to hang out in front of a fast food place, begging for food and for some love. He was so happy that we were there, as if he was waiting for us. So we picked him up, I put him in my car and drove away. I wasn't an experienced rescuer back then, really. I was volunteering at my local charity. They would take him in, pay for his treatment, rehome him. I had just seen my Billy get adopted a few months back. His story was a huge success right from the beginning, so I figured I could repeat the same success story again with Bono. I named him Bono. Maybe because he was so good, so sweet, just a 5-month-old baby. I tried to do everything right again, but every dog has a different story to tell. I just didn't know back then. He never got that much attention in social media as I thought he would. Maybe because of his color. Maybe because he wasn't sick enough and wouldn't make an impressive enough before-after. I only fostered him for a couple of weeks, maybe 3. Some personal issues made me take him to our small shelter in the beginning of the summer, and he stayed there. In July, I tried again, with little success, again. His before-after rescue video got about 100,000 views on the charity's Facebook page and 0 adoption interest. 0 phone calls, 0 emails. Nothing. A lot of things changed in September. It's not a period of my life I want to remember, really. I decided to quit the charity that had taken Bono in. I left many shelter dogs behind, including him. I could only take 1 dog with me, and I chose Callie because she had been waiting longer and because at the time she needed me the most. More than a year went by. Dogs would come and go, different shelters, amazing rescue stories that I saw happen in front of my eyes, stories that I told and that people watched. And Bono was still there in that shelter. Every time I asked about him, I got the same reply. He's still there. I left him as a 6-month-old puppy, and he must have been about 2 years old when I suddenly couldn't handle it anymore. I couldn't handle the fact that he was still there. I finally went back for him somewhere around January 2017. I took him home again, spent time with him, took him places, walked him and saw him again for the little gentleman he had become. My sweet little puppy who had to grow up without me. Every time I thought about him, this song would come to mind, Everlasting Love by U2. I never knew why, really. I thought that since I had named him after the U2 singer, the U2 song seemed fitting. It was only when he was home with me again that I actually listened to the song. Hearts gone astray, keeping up when they go. I went away just when you needed me so. You won't regret, I'll come back begging you. Don't you forget, welcome love we once knew. Well, you can imagine the tears I shed the day I listened to the song for the first time, really, having Bono right there in front of me, looking at me with his beautiful, beautiful eyes. I made a new video about him. It wasn't a huge success numbers-wise, but it was in adoption requests. And the amazing thing is that he didn't find a home through me, really. He got adopted through a Danish charity a month later. Sometimes what someone needs is not for you to lead him where he needs to go. Sometimes all he needs is for you to believe in him, to see him again, to make him understand that he deserves to be seen. And after waiting for 2 whole years, Bono finally left for his forever home in Denmark. It wasn't something that I did, that I achieved. Not my success, not in the actual sense of the word anyway. But I believed so much in his ability to spread his wings and fly during those last weeks I spent with him, that he managed to do it on his own, without my help.